Hey guys, we are at 408 Riverview. It's when you sent me this morning. Got rain today, so not quite blue skies. So here we are. Hopefully my phone doesn't mess around today. Nice neighborhood, very pretty. We're a step above our house on Barcelona as far as neighborhood, a few steps above the other one. Biggest negative, I just had to walk through, turn on lights and everything. There's our biggest negative right there, just the mailbox. Walking around, again, I always say pay attention to your feet. This here side of the house I do believe is an addition. Other than that, we have a metal roof, always good. Good paint on the stucco. A few little chips and dings. Had to move here, it's gonna start raining here momentarily. We have a very nice paver driveway. We are probably maybe 3 cars wide, depending on how good you are at parking. A little bump out here that goes into the backyard. You can hear the AC running. Full shed. Catch that when we get to the backyard. Do that last before once it really starts raining. So we're going to get wet today. But in minor little paint chips. It's flaking a little bit. Stucco I'm seeing. Other than that, looks good. It is painted Smurf blue. I know my mother would love it. She has a thing for painting houses blue. But pergola. Been pavers all the way around. So nice front porch. This is a impact rated door, so wear glass. If it's not impact rated, I would be amazed. Alright, first walk in, very nice entryway. So again, through that door, I believe that's an addition. Master bathroom, same thing, I believe is part of that addition. Nice entry. Definitely the nicest we've seen so far. Improvements according to listing agent. You've got new seawall, dock, 13,000 pound boat lift, metal roof, new air conditioning, custom kitchen, solid surface counters, remodeled baths, resurfaced pool, travertine tile surrounding pool. That's out there. It actually looks pretty good. Impact windows and doors, large covered lanai, water heater, redesigned garage. I've not been out in the garage yet, so we'll take a look at there. Theater room, kind of neat. Custom closets, Italian tile flooring. Okay. Looks like wood plank tile to me, but that's just me. Air conditioned outdoor shed, 6x20. So big island, cooktop, vent, stainless steel. Built-in microwave, oven, new cabinets, good windows. So the backyard's very nice. It's completely taken up with the tile. There's a little bit of green space still over on the side, but this goes all the way out to the water level, or water line. Let's do secondary bedrooms first. Actually, let's do garage. I've not been out here yet. So here's our laundry. We've got 2 panels. So main panel, definitely not 1970s. That's the Siemens sub panel, also not 1970s Siemens. So definitely been done. Good there. Old cabinetry for out here. A little bit of extra storage. So the house is built in 73. Ouch! Banged my head on the counter, or on the cabinet. House is built in 1973. Definitely some updating since then. Plumbing wise, I didn't see any mention of the drain lines being replaced. So I think they quit using metal drains. Drain lines 75-ish, so mid 70s. Anything before then, it's something we definitely want to look into and get checked out. Basic 2-car garage, we got epoxy floors. Old fridge, freezer, air handler. I think this is new. Looks clean, water heater. Electric heat or electric water heater or electric furnace. I don't think we have gas. That's not too surprising. A lot of places down here don't. Okay, so back out here. So again, main living room, little dining room area maybe. This was unique. I'm guessing they were running a home business because we have computer workstations all built in. Should have impact windows, plantation shutters, closet, whiteboard. So this must have been a home office. Or they're really dedicated gamers, I don't know for sure. Here's the 1970s. So that countertop has been around since then. Vanity looks like it's probably been replaced or at least painted at some point. It's been refaced. So the vanity itself is 1970 original. We've got new doors, paint, and then for some reason they did not change out the $150 countertop. Mirror, light, they could both use a little bit of love. Minor stuff. Towel in the shower, again, 1970s. Little touch of vintage here, I guess we'll call it. That's been updated, that's GFCI, that's where it needs to be. Doggy door outside, secondary room. So being a 1970s house, the rooms were not huge when they built. So I didn't bring my measurer with me. We're probably looking 11 by 11. As a rough guess. Again, we'll do outside once we're done in here. Let's look at the theater. Big picture window. It's nice. So there is a step down right here. I'm sorry, so this would have been the original front of the house. So everything over here has been added onto it, I do believe. We have a door into this. So we got surround sound built in, theater seating, separate AC unit for out here. Fan is right there, so if you're tall, watch your head. But neat room. And we will go back around. Well, that's a hell of a subwoofer. Good lord. So that's a sub that, oh, they've got a pair of them. Wow, that's a lot of bass for this little room. Okay. I didn't notice that before. So again, step up. It's not a step, it's kind of a ramp up. No built-in pantry, so this is going to be our pantry here. So I've got pull-outs. They soft close? They are. What about the doors? Yep, soft close and soft close. Okay. Big patio door. Definitely feels like an impact rated. This will be the master. So this tile everywhere throughout the house. Couldn't find, as I'm saying that, I couldn't find the remote control. I do believe this is it over here. Was not stuck over by the wall. There's our light. Okay, so that works. Alright, so we have two closets. Got our walk-in. Don't know for sure what that is. Floor safe. Floor safe. And then small closet across. phone call coming in. Call them back. Just because I like to keep this one solid video this time. So we got toilet. That should also be an impact window. Big walk-in shower. So curved correctly, slope to the drain. Water should stay in there. Jetted tub. Big jetted tub. So a good sized soaker tub. Smart mirrors. I'm not sure they're smart, but last time I messed with these, I turned on the lights. I had to turn the lights back off the moment they timed out. But you can heat them. So if you get any kind of fogging, you can heat it and take the fog off. Lights. And again, I don't know for sure what all they do. I'm not going to mess with them this time. New vanity, again, double sink. There's our little slope. Alright, big doors going out to the backyard. I've already got the open up from the dining room area, so I'm going to use that one. I've been outside yet, so let's explore. So travertine tile. Nice pass through. All the other doors. Hot tub. Sounds like it's running. Nice pool. Something just dove off that dock. I'm not sure what that was. I wasn't paying attention, but something just hit the water. Got some bushes or hedging dividing us across. Again, metal roof. Paint looks good. Pool. Let's go look at the deep end. Not bad for depth. We've got wood planking for the cover on there. This is, I want to say 7 feet. If you're super tall, that might be a little low. For me, it's just fine because I'm anything but. Side yard. So this is a saltwater pool. So that's our chlorine generator there. That's the AC unit for the home theater. So side yard here, a little bit of grass. Let's go take a look at the shed, and then we will hit the boat dock. I know that's important. I'm curious what dove off that dock over there. I will never know. So again, travertine. Travertine's not cheap. They use a lot here. So that's nice. That's a good sized shed. Okay. So side yard, I mean, definitely seen a little bit of weather there. And even if it wasn't rusted up and ready to be replaced, you want to pull that off. That almost looks like a banana. But it'll just work a little bit better. Oh, well. So mainly storage shed. So we've got wood everywhere. AC's running. I don't know if they're including the toolboxes. I would assume they are not. This is just private stuff that has not been moved out yet. We got lighting all the way down, air conditioned, epoxy floor. What's this? Oh, breakers. I'm not sure why you covered those up, but that's what that is. Some raised planters, smoker. You know, the stuff is going to go with the house. All right, let's take a look at the boat dock. So Goodman, we see these on a lot of remodels. They're a fairly budget-friendly brand. They work pretty well. They're not super top of the line or anything like that. Not sure how many years this has been out. Seeing a little discoloration, a little bit of rust on the motor. Something to be checked out during inspections. It's running fairly quiet. I don't hear any squealing or anything like that. It's got a bunch of water in my face. Okay. So, this is a hell of a dock. Okay. So step down's there, so you can pull up there, step off onto the low one. What did we say, 13,000 pounds for the lift? If you're drinking heavily, I'd stay off unless you want to take a swim. But obviously, this is set up for a pretty darn decent boat. Seawall looks like seawall. Lift looks clean. Definitely nicely covered. I don't think you'd have too many issues tying up a decent sized boat to this. Plenty of room going across. Pretty much everybody looks like they've got, that's the poor guy right there, you know, he doesn't have a roof on his. This is not bad at all. So the house is about 2,100 and change square feet. With that addition built into it, I probably added on a good 600 square feet. It was a very quick and simple rough guess. Running quick and dirty numbers on this, again, automated. It's priced within, I think, a couple $3,000 of where, you know, I would expect it to actually go for. So it's right there. Been on market for 200 some odd days. This price range house, they don't typically fly off the shelves. So I'm not too surprised there. Even got metal roof up there. Didn't notice that before, but yeah, even the boat dock has a metal roof. There's our doggy door. Is that an impact window also? I'm not sure on that one. Sounds a little light. Sound from the inside. Sound a little better on the inside. Can I see etching? And of course, I'm on the wrong side to be able to read that. Handsy. That's tempered glass. That one doesn't sound quite as solid as the others. Definitely a step up from the windows that are here in the 70s though. So, roof is good, AC is new and replaced. The outside is really nice. As far as what I believe we're looking for, yeah, there she is, ready to pull into today. Travertine on the back, said they spent a bunch of money there. Kitchen really not bad, spacing's not bad. I don't know if these folks are the ones that did the addition onto the house to add on that front section. Pantry's not bad. Again, the mailbox needs some work. The bathroom, the one I'm looking at right now, that is again straight out of 70s. So it's kind of surprising to see there that they did this and didn't do that. If I can find a clean out front. So concern, you know, again, house built in the 70s is our drain lines. You know, they're supposed to last between 50 and 100 years, but we're also living next to the ocean, so salt water and metal, they tend to fall apart. So if we do have metal lines, want to get them scoped, because even if the house is phenomenal, we want to make sure that the drain lines are in good shape. Looking for a clean out cap so I can see if it's metal, if it's PVC. Should be right next to the house, but I do not see one. So it'll be something to investigate if we actually go after this one. If they are metal, they could be in good shape. Just want to make sure we get the inspector to run a camera down there and verify that they are good. So that's PVC there. But I don't see the clean out, so it's probably hidden somewhere that I'm not seeing it. So that's really about it. As far as houses we've looked at, obviously it's the best one we've seen so far. Price wise, said we're at 1.3, something like that. So location is very, very good. Condition, from what I can see, very good. I mean, it definitely looks, excluding that bathroom, very nicely remodeled. Not seeing much to pick apart. Not a bad thing. Getting a nice house every now and then is definitely a nice thing to see. This is just drain all the way around for the pool so that water doesn't flow back towards the house. I mean, it's a nice place. So I will get this sent back onto YouTube, get you the link, and get it off to you. It's nice, it really is. But it's the most expensive by far that we've looked at, so that's the trade-offs there. But like I say, you definitely pull the boat in. I'm not going to try to work the lift. I assume all the switches and controls are right there, but I'm not going to try to work them. I will just assume that they're working. And this gives you, if I remember right, go out that way, one turn, second turn, and you're on the Indian. So you are right there. For about 25 minutes maybe from Patrick. So if you want to go up there and use the golf course, I believe, then you're not too far away. I'm just not finding anything to pick apart. So I mean, master could be bigger, but again, it's a 1970s house. So we have 1970s room sizes. The closets could be bigger. Got a floor safe though, that's neat. This is huge for a shower. This is very big. So, okay, that's all I got. So let me get this shut down. I know you said that one of the videos was sitting sideways. I don't know why. For some reason it does that, so I can redo everything and just do this. And periodically I'll be oriented the right way up. But I'm probably not going to do that. Try not to make you seasick. So, all right, this is all I got, and I'm going to get this sent off to you. We'll talk to you guys later.